This financial markets update is for October the 5th, 2010. Markets led a strong rally today on heavy volume going past short-term resistance. S&P 500 got a close over that 1150, which we were really hoping to get above today. Yesterday was just a pullback for buying, as I highlighted in yesterday's video. Some of the things that pushed us up today were the ISM service index for September. It came in a little better than expected. Then Australia's Reserve Bank, they kept their rates unchanged, but the Japanese central bank lowers the target rate and plans bond repurchases. Also, the dollar pushed to an 8-month low due to further quantitative easing speculation. And also gold and silver. Silver's at a new 30-year high today. Gold at an all-time high, which is 1342. Now we're trading currently in the after hours at 1341. The high was 1342. That's amazing. People buy gold for one of two reasons, and it's either fear or it's a hedge on their position. In this case, the market's going up right now. When you see gold going up with the market, it kind of makes me think that they're trying to hedge their gold because they think there's going to be inflation. They're trying to hedge their positions in case inflation does happen, in case rates do get brought up, Personally, I don't like to see gold go up every single day to all-time highs, and the reason is our currency is being devalued. Every time I bring up the dollar chart on here, I type in currency devaluation so you guys can see this and really look into it. I don't know how low the dollar's going to go, but if we approach them 74 lows, it could really get some selling in the dollar, some heavy selling below them lows that we put in 2009. You have all of these big mining companies, the biggest ones in the world, coming out saying that $1,500 an ounce is very realistic. They said if 1% of the population invested in gold, then gold could be up over $100,000 an ounce. I know that's saying a lot, but right now, the dollar is on a path to destruction. Look at this, straight down, heavy volume every single day. It's not getting any better, guys, and the 74 level's realistic. Anyways, Dow finished up 193 points, S&P 23, and the NASDAQ 55. NASDAQ finished up 2.3%, and then S&P finished up 2%. Anytime you see a 2% either decline or rally in the markets, you know it's really heavy buying or selling, because 2% is a really, really big move. Notable upgrades and downgrades we're going to go over today. Starting with the downgrades, Colgate 80 to 68, Nucor 48 to 45, AK Steel 17 to 15, US Steel 62 to 54. Alright guys, I put a video out Sunday evening so you guys would have it for this week. All of my positions that I bought on Monday, most of them were up over 2%, some of them were up 7-8%. My options were up about 130% on some of my options. I'm going to post a link so you guys can review all the plays that I called. The reason I'm saying this is Nucor was one of my calls, and I day traded Nucor today. As you can see here, all the three of the big steel companies got downgraded. That's not very good. On top of Goldman Sachs saying they're getting weaker, and now you see three people downgrading their targets. I mean, I'm not going to take a long on these. I will day trade these to the long and short side, but I will not buy calls, and I'm just going to sit flat for the calls for now. On the other note, A&R got a downgrade from 60 to 55. Arch Coal got a downgrade from 34 to 32, and American Express got a downgrade from 48 to 45. Here you see that two coal companies got downgraded. That's also something to look at. For the upgrades, we have SL Green Realty. Realty companies have been getting upgraded lately, I've noticed. Probably about 5 in the last week, 59 to 63. Peabody Energy, 41. I'm sorry, guys, that's a downgrade. Peabody got a downgrade, 41 to 38. ArcelorMittal, this is also another downgrade, 57.50 to 55. I'm sorry it's in green. I must have overlooked it when I was filling in the colors. Walgreens, huge upgrade, 29 to 45. PG&E, upgrade 48 to 49, and Harley Davidson 33 to 36. I'm gonna go over the earnings calendar right now, starting with in the morning we have RPM and Monsanto. After the close we have Constellation Brands, Costco, Ruby Tuesdays, and then Marriott. Marriott, if I have enough time, I'll show you the chart at the end of this video, but if they beat, look for all the hotels to skyrocket higher. I mean, they've all been getting upgraded. LVS is just ripping. Even yesterday when the market was down, LVS was ripping. Ruby Tuesdays, we're going to look for Ruby Tuesdays to get some insight on the dining because they're a restaurant. And then Costco, of course, retail. Now, Mosaic, remember, they report yesterday and they missed on their earnings on the bottom line, but the stock was up 3 points today, I believe. So I told you guys about Monsanto and there being a heavy call buying last week, and also yesterday there was heavy call buying. Today the calls over dominated the puts. Once again, I'm not making any suggestions, but there's a lot more people buying calls than puts on Monsanto. I mean, even if they miss on the bottom line, it looks like the market didn't take that Roundup birth defect story too bad. It could pop tomorrow. If it goes down, we're going to look for this 44.61 level right here for some support, which was the low from July. And if they pop and beat, look for 51.42, which was the September low, for some resistance. Today's one-day performance sector leaders: conglomerates, industrial goods, and financials. This is really healthy. Financials leading this rally in the top three. Worst performers: utility, consumer goods, and healthcare. Utilities usually finish the worst off when the market is up. Dow Jones got a close today at 10,944, above the flash crash high in May, which was 10,920. This is what we've been waiting for over this whole past consolidation over the last parts of September. For the past 2 weeks, we've been waiting on this move, and that's the reason why I put out that video Sunday night, because I just had a feeling that this was a bullish consolidation. In my videos for the past 2 weeks, I've been saying we're in a bullish consolidation. We need to be ready when they rip it. Well, today was the day, and if you missed out, I feel bad for you. So right now, if we could hold above this 10,920, maybe consolidate for the big move up to 11,258. S&P 500 put in a high today at 1162. That's still under the 1173 May high. Now, one thing, if you guys didn't catch this move right here, the S&P 500 could be playing catch up with the Dow, and that could cause the Dow to lift also if we approach this May high at this green line right here. That's the target. If we hold over this high that we put in back in January of this year, then 1173 will be in the cards. And the NASDAQ still chasing the May high, 2434. Yesterday, the bears really did try to take control of this with pretty high volume, but today they ripped it up. We have to break past the low we put in 2 sessions ago. If we could do that, May high will come. Dollar, not much to say about the dollar, finishing down 0.8% today, 64 cents. I mean, this level's looking very realistic. 74.21 currency devaluation. Check it out. Crude oil hit our targets today. Luckily, I'm still holding on to USO calls. 82.97 was our price target. We hit 82.99 today, bounced off, sold off a little bit. Now we're trading at 82.57. So I've been bullish. I've been calling this bull run. I've been in it. I showed you guys in my videos. Hopefully you guys were in it too. I mean, we could get above 82.97, and 87.15 will be the next level, but right now I'm happy with this move that I got in, making about 40% on my USO options. Here's the gold chart. Really nothing to look at. Ascending 10. All the moving averages are ascending. This could keep going higher. 1350, 1400, 1500, maybe even 5000 in the next year. I'm not on the bear train on this. The only thing that could stop this is if the Fed gives some more assurance that they're not going to keep printing money, which I don't know if it's going to happen, because I read an article that they're thinking about doing another stimulus, or if inflation worries stop and the dollar starts getting a bounce. That's the only thing that's going to stop this run. Otherwise, 1500 will come, I promise you that. Looking at the VIX right here, and this 1649 is a key level. We got to close below it today. If we continue up in the markets, look for 1593 support. VIX could be a day trade tomorrow, though. If we hold above 1649, I'd be getting long. I mean, we could get back up to at least 1670, but we could only be short-term bearish. The only positive thing is we did get a close with the 50 ascending. 1649, like I said, if we hold over it, look for a move. If you want to just scalp it, if you're a day trader, take it. And we're looking at the SOX right here, short-term uptrend. We connect that to the low that we put in yesterday. The 50's up. We're holding above 348. I'm bullish on the SOX. If stocks gets back up over 356, which was our major level, and it was also the high that we put in on Thursday of last week, then the NASDAQ will play catch up and presume up to the May highs, just like the Dow did today. Alright guys, I told you guys I would look at Yum Brand, which I am right now. I told you they had heavy call volume yesterday. If you would have bought calls and you had a nice little run off the open today at 46.70 to 47.40, made about 70 cents on a day trade, just trading 1 hour in the morning. And you could have sold that, or you could have held it. Now, we reported better than expected earnings on Yum Brand, so it'll be interesting to see how we trade tomorrow. This is a pretty big company, and it could affect RT, Ruby Tuesday. Remember, they report tomorrow. This could give you some insight on it if you read the quarter correctly. Good luck trading tomorrow, guys. Have a great day.